Heard our song on the radio, but it don't feel the same. Now every lyric hits too close, every word calls your name. I used to sing it in your car, windows down, hands in mine. Now I drive these streets alone, replaying us in rewind. Every melody's a memory, every chord cuts through. I tried to change the station, but sad songs sound like you. Sad songs sound like you, like goodbye in a crowded room, like the silence after midnight when love fades too soon. Every high note breaks my heart, every low feels like the truth. No matter what I try to play, sad songs sound like you. There's a crack inside my voice when I talk about your name. I tell my friends I'm doing fine, but nothing feels the same. Your echo lives in harmony, in every minor key. I swear the whole damn world is writing songs about you and me. And every chord feels like closure, I can't make it through. 'Cause every time the music stops, sad songs sound like you. Sad songs sound like you, like rain against my skin, like promises we saw would last, but never did begin. Every verse is deja vu, of nights I still can't lose, no matter how I change the tune. Sad songs sound like you. Sad songs sound like you. Baby, I'm the reason the record keeps on spinning. Baby, I'm still holding on to a love that's not winning. I try to drown you out, it's louder, brighter noise, but heartbreak has a rhythm and it steals away the joy. If I could write a happy ending, I'd rewrite the truth. But every tear falls in symbol, and it falls for you. Sad songs sound like you, like the last thing that you said. Like I think we need some space to ring it in my head. Every note's a photograph of everything we do. I can't escape the melody. Sad songs sound like you. Every broken harmony leads me back to you. So I turn music down tonight. The silence feels it too, even in the quiet dark. Sad songs sound like you. There's an empty side of the bed tonight, still shaped like you somehow. I reach across in the dark, but there's only silence now. Your sweater's hanging on the chair, like you're coming back for it. The dust is settling on the air, and I'm still not over it. Every whispered forever feels heavier than it was. I never knew how light love felt until I felt the weight of us. The weight of us is breaking me down, it's pulling my heart to the ground. Every promise we couldn't keep is buried in this house. I carry you in every step, in every breath I trust. Love wasn't meant to hurt this much, but I'm crushed by the weight of us. I found your lipstick on a glass, faded red like our goodbye. We said we'd always fight for this, but we ran out of fight. Now every room's a memory, every wall knows your name, and I'm still trying to figure out how love became this pain. You said sometimes two hearts just aren't enough, but how do I move on from the weight of us? The weight of us is caving in like a roof I can't repair. Every dream we built together still hanging in the air. Tied it into what ifs and all the could have beens. I never knew goodbye could feel your heavier than sin. I'm crushed by the weight of us. If love is letting go, why does holding on feel safer? Why does every memory still taste like forever? Maybe we were too young, maybe we were too much, maybe we were just two hearts scared of losing touch. And I'd give anything to feel your hands again, even if it meant breaking all over again. The weight of us tearing me apart like gravity inside my heart. Every hour never leaves, still echoes in the dark. I carry you through sleepless nights, through every tear and every cut. Love was light when it began. Now I'm crushed by the weight of us. I'm crushed by the weight of us. Maybe one day this won't hurt, maybe time will adjust, but tonight I'm still here under the weight of us. Midnight stains the ceiling, shadows crawl across my room. Your side of the bed is colder since you left me with this wound. Your perfume's on my hoodie like it doesn't wanna leave, and every breath I'm taking feels harder to believe. You said love shouldn't feel like war, but I'm still fighting you. Now every tear that hits the floor is bleeding into blue. I'm bleeding in blue. Every memory cuts in two. Every I miss you turns into wet through. I'm drowning in the silence of everything we knew. I'm breaking without you. Yeah, I'm bleeding in blue. I trace the cracks along the walls like the maps of where we failed. We built a home out of fragile words and watched it derail. Your goodbye still echoes like a siren in my chest. You said we'd be better apart, but apart don't feel like best. I keep replaying every fight, every maybe we'll be fine, but love don't heal overnight. When you leave pieces behind, I'm bleeding in blue. Every promise we argue, every late night truth that we swore we'd hold on to. Now the color of forever feels like a bruise. I'm lost in the hue. I'm bleeding in blue. And if I could beat over the pain, would it change what we became? Or are we just a masterpiece of two hearts set aflame? You were my only bride in a sky that always grows, and now I'm standing at the door, but nothing left to lose. They say time to fade the color, but it deepens every night. Every tear falls into gold under pale street light. I'm bleeding in blue, like the ocean missing you, like the sky before a storm when the gray is breaking through. Heavy scars still whispers all the words we never use. I've shattered with the youth, there's nothing left to prove. Yeah, I'm bleeding in blue. Morning light creeps in, but it don't change the view. The sun can warm a heart that's bleeding in blue. We were sitting on your kitchen floor, talking about a life we chased, throwing up forever like it had your last name next to mine in place. You traced circles on my wrist, said promise me you won't let go, but promises are fragile things. I guess we didn't know you were one step from forever, one breath from being close. But somewhere in the middle, we became just another almost. Just another almost. Another we were close. Another set of memories nobody else knows. We were fire without the spark. We were high without the hope. We were everything but certain. Just another almost. The toothbrush still beside mine, like it's waiting for your touch. And I don't have the heart to move it, 'cause that might mean too much. We had pictures in the hall can't bring myself to take down. 'Cause if I pull them from the wall, and it's really over now. We were right there at the finish, but we froze too hard, scared of falling. So we fell into almost, just another almost, another love that slipped through fingers that were holding on and never had a grip. We were words we never said, we were hands we never held. We were one more wanted story that will never get to tell. Maybe if we try harder, maybe if we stay, maybe if forever wasn't something we were afraid to say. But maybe it doesn't change the fact that you're not coming home, and I'm left here with love that never fully gone. It was sunrise on the horizon, it never touched the sky. We were almost something real, almost you and I. Just another almost, another could have been, another chapter in my life that didn't make it to the end. We were dancing on the edge, but never took the jump. We were hearts about to beat as one, but never beat enough. Yeah, we were close, so close. We're close, was never close enough. Now I fold away your sweater like a ghost I can't let go. Guess some loves aren't meant to last, they're just another almost. You kissed me like you meant it on a random Tuesday night. Said I'll see you in the morning. Turned off the bedroom light. There were no cracks in the ceiling, no shadows on the wall. If love was breaking quietly, I didn't hear it fall. No storm out on the horizon, no trembling in your voice, just a heart about to leave without giving me a choice. You said goodbye without warning, no signs, no silver lining. One minute we were golden, next minute I was fighting for a love I didn't know was already gone. You left me standing in the silence of a goodbye without warning. Your coffee cup still on the counter, lipstick faded on the rim, like a trace of something beautiful that ended on a whim. I replay every second, looking for what I missed. Was there a hidden message in the way you kissed? Did your heart decide distance, gone anywhere you would go. But how do you defend against a silent storm? How do you hold on to a love that's already won? Now every I love you feels like the lie you rehearse, and I'm stuck here trying to heal from something unrealized. You say goodbye without warning, no cracks before the break, no tremble in your heartbeat, no hint of your escape. 1 second I was yours, next second I was mourning, left alone with shattered pieces of a goodbye without warning. If I'd known it was the last time, I would have held you longer. Now I'm learning how to live a little weaker, a little stronger, and nothing hurts quite like a love that ends mid-morning, like goodbye without warning. There's a mirror in the hallway, I avoid it every day, 'cause I don't recognize a stranger looking back my way. I used to see a future reflected in my eyes. Now all I see is empty space and unanswered whys. You took the light you brought into my life, and you decided to leave. And what's left standing here tonight is someone I don't wanna be. This is the loneliest version of me, half of the man I used to be, sleeping on your side of the bed just to feel you in my dreams. Every laugh sounds forced and weak, every promise incomplete. I never thought that losing you would mean losing me. Your shadow lingers in the kitchen, in the silence of the sink. I still pour 2 cups of coffee before I stop and think. There's a playlist that I can't erase, even though it hurts to hear. Every song's a reminder that you're no longer here. I thought time would fix the damage, but it only makes it clear that without you in my arms, I don't know who's standing here. This is the loneliest version of me, talking to walls that don't speak, counting cracks across the ceiling instead of counting sheep. I wear a smile in public, but it fades when no one sees. I never thought that loving you would undo all of me. Maybe I lead to heaven, maybe I gave too much, maybe I built my whole world around your gentle touch. Now I'm learning how to breathe without you in my chest, but every breath feels borrowed, like I'm failing at my best. If I could find the man I was before you walked away, happened in a whisper, not a scream, not a fight, just a quiet kind of breaking on an ordinary night. Your suitcase by the doorway, like it had always known that love would slowly leave before it was gone. I watched your shadow cross the wall like a scene I couldn't change. Every second stretching out while everything rearranged. We were shattered in slow motion, falling frame by frame. Every promise cracking, every kiss losing its flame. I saw forever slipping, but I couldn't stop the fall. We didn't crash all at once, we just broke through it all. Your voice was calm and steady while mine began to shake. You said sometimes love just fades, like that's all it takes. I tried to find the moment where we started coming undone, but heartbreak doesn't fire a gun, it just outruns the sun. Every memory rewind in fragments I can't hold, like glass across a hardwood floor, scattered sharp and cold. We were shattered in slow motion, a movie I replay, watching us drift further with nothing left to say. I reached for something solid, but you are already gone. We didn't end in chaos, we just quietly moved on. If breaking had a soundtrack, it sound like your goodbye, soft enough to fool the heart, strong enough to divide. I'm stuck inside the moment right before you turn, where love was still alive, but already burned. Now every time I close my eyes, I see the final scene. Two hearts in perfect focus, fading from the screen. We were shattered in slow motion, falling piece by piece, trying to hold the fragments of a love that lost its keys. Every I still love you echoes hollow in the hall. We didn't fall like lightning, we just slowly lost it all. We were shattered, shattered in slow motion. It happened in a whisper, it happened in a whisper, shattered in slow motion. It happened in a whisper, it happened in a whisper, happened in a whisper, stuttered in slow motion. We were perfect in the wrong time, two hearts out of phase, dancing on a fault line in a world we couldn't change. Your hand fit in mine like it was made to stay, but destiny's a quiet thief, it slowly pulls away. We tried to fight the current, tried to rewrite fate, but love can feel so right and still arrive too late. So love me in another life, when the timing's on our side, when the stars don't burn against us and we don't have to hide. Find me when we're braver, when goodbye's not what we choose. If we can't get it right tonight, love me in another life. There's a version of forever where we never let go, where we build a little house on a street we both call home, where your laughter fills the silence and I don't sleep alone. But that future's just a ghost in a world we'll never know. We were close to something sacred, close enough to feel, but sometimes almost perfect isn't almost real. So love me in another life, when the past don't interfere, when your fears don't pull you back and mine don't keep you here. Meet me in a different dawn, where we don't have to lose, if this world won't let us try. Love me in another life, maybe in a different story, we don't fall apart. Maybe there's a universe where you're still in my arms, where the road don't split in two, where I don't watch you leave, where I don't have to teach my heart how to grieve. Souls can cross through lifetimes if love don't really die. And somewhere we're still holding on under a kinder sky. So love me in another life, where we don't run from truth, where forever is a fragile that be wars with me and you. Find me when it's easier, when the world feels right. If we can't be us in this world, love me in another life. And if we pass as strangers on some distant road someday, I hope your heart remembers mine in a subtle kind of way. 'Cause even if it's not this time, even if it's not tonight, I'll be waiting in the next one for you to love me in another life. Every word you said that night is crystal clear in my mind. No static in the sides, no warning signs to find. Your eyes didn't even tremble when you said we needed space. Now every frame replays the look upon your face. I try to blur the memory, but it only sharpens more, like turning up the focus on a wound I can't ignore. It's heartbreaking high definition, every tear in perfect view, every crack across the surface cuts deeper than I knew. There's no grain to hide behind, no shadows to pretend. It's playing back in 4K over and over again. Your jacket's still here hanging like a scene that won't dissolve. I thought time would pixelate it, but the details won't evolve. I see the way your fingers slip slowly out of mine. I didn't lose you suddenly, I watched it frame by frame in time. If I could lower the brightness, maybe I could breathe, but the clarity of losing you won't let my heart deceive. It's heartbreaking high definition, every promise magnified, every I still carried by you felt like a softer light. There's no filter for the truth, no edit I can make, just ultra clear reality of watching love break. Maybe if it blurred a little, maybe if it glitched, maybe if the memory froze before the morning switched. But as sharp as ever, every breath, every sound, the echo of your goodbye still perfectly surround. I keep trying to turn it off, but the scream won't fade to black. It's looping in my chest and there's no going back. It's heartbreaking high definition, no distortion in the pain. Every second on your leaving, running through my veins. I give anything for a static, for a crack across the view, but the clearest thing I've ever seen is losing you. Yeah, losing you. One day maybe time will dim the resolution, but tonight it's crystal clear. This heartbreaking high definition. The first snow fell on your shoulders like it didn't wanna land. You were laughing in the cold while I tried to hold your hand. Fairy lights on every doorway, city wrapped in white. We were riding forever in the frost that night. You said nothing's gonna change us under falling weather. I didn't know that promise would melt before December. This was our last December, our last cold breath in the air. Last time your head found my shoulder, like you'd always stay there. We were warm inside the winter, while the world froze together. I didn't know I was holding our last December. Scarf still hangs by the doorway, like you're walking back inside. There's a half-wrapped gift beneath the tree, with nowhere left to hide. Every ornament's a memory, shining silver and blue. But nothing feels like Christmas when it's not me and you. We were counting down the seconds to a brand new year ahead. The summer in between the lights, the us we had ended. This was our last December, last midnight kiss at 12. Last time we made resolutions we couldn't keep ourselves. The snow kept falling softly, like it didn't know any better. I didn't know I was living our last December. Oh, maybe love's like winter, beautiful but brief. Maybe we were just the season, dressed up underneath. I replay that final snowfall like a movie in my mind. You said we'll be okay while leaving us behind. Now the lights are dimmer and the nights are longer. Cold feels colder and I'm not stronger. It was our last December, last footprints in the snow. Last time you said you loved me, like you never let me go. We were fire in the furnace, burning bright together. I didn't know I was losing you. That last December, yeah, our last December. Now every winter comes back around, nothing ever feels the same. The snow still falls on this quiet town, but it doesn't say your name. And I still see us in the white, like a frozen forever. If I'd known it was gonna end, I would have held you longer. In our last December. Oh, yeah. It's 2 a.m. and I'm wide awake, staring at the ceiling fan, spinning like the thoughts of you that I don't understand. Your side of the bed still cold, but I swear I feel your heat. Every night's the same old story, heartbreak on repeat. I try to drown you out with TV noise and whiskey neat, but silence always brings me back to tears on repeat. It's tears on repeat, falling like a broken beat. Every memory hits me, knocks me off my feet. I keep replaying goodbye, like it's stuck inside my mind. Same pain, different night, no pause, no rewind. It says on repeat. Your number's still in my phone, but I don't dare to call, 'cause I know if I hear your voice I'll lose what's left of my walls. There's pictures I should delete, but I just scroll instead, watching us still smiling while we're already dead. I tell myself I'm healing, but that's a lie I keep. Every time I close my eyes, it's tears on repeat. It's tears on repeat, like a song that never ends. Every I still love you that we never said again. I'm trapped inside the echo of the nights we couldn't keep. Every heartbeat sinking with tears on repeat. Maybe I'm addicted to the way you used to be. Baby, letting go of you means losing part of me. If I could break the record, if I could change the sound, I'd smash every memory, spinning me around. But the needle keeps on dropping, right back where we broke, and I'm stuck inside the chorus of the words we never spoke. It's tears on repeat. Every night the same defeat. Every dream about you. It's an empty seas. I'm screaming out the silence, but it never hears me speak. Saying goodbye. Tears on repeat. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll wake up and your memory will creep, but your light I fall asleep to tears on repeat. You used to reach across the bed like distance was a crime. Now there's a space between our hands that grows with time. You stopped saying I love you first, stop fighting when we bleed. I didn't lose you all at once, I lost you piece by piece. There wasn't one big moment, no slam door, no scream, just quiet little changes that unraveled everything. It started when you stopped choosing me, stopped showing up the same, stopped holding on to what we were and calling out my name. Love didn't die dramatically, it faded silently. I knew it was over when you stopped choosing me. You'd stare down at your phone while I was pouring out my heart. Your I'm just tired lately, if you're not staying.